Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. My name is Jeremy with X Photography, and Lisa and I are portrait and wedding photographers based in Norman, Oklahoma. Today you're going to be on our camera as we do a headshot and portrait session with our friend Abby around the OU campus, just to give you kind of an experience of what it's like to hang out with us and to give you some ideas if you'd like to take photographs at the OU campus of some good places you can go. If we can help you out with anything, including booking, we have links below in the calendar. You can click on that to book a session with us, or, if we can help with anything, just send us a message. We're glad to help in any way that we can. So hope you enjoy the video and have a great day. We like to start our days parked just off of Asp Avenue. On the weekends, it's very easy to park there. And this alleyway that we get to connect to the South Oval gives you a secluded area from the sun, so that if you meet a little bit before sunset, you can still get some good light in there and take some good pictures. It is recommended to bring a flash back there, though it's not too bright.
One thing I will tell y'all, do not walk under this bell tower over here.
What is that?
Because there's a myth,
Oh.
there's a conspiracy theory, that if you walk under it, you will never graduate.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't we walk under it yesterday?
Wow.
You may have.
Wait, I walked under it and I've never graduated.
You're screwed.
After pausing to consider my lack of education, we continued down the alleyway and took a few more pictures. Now that I know about the bell tower, I will not walk under it again, but I can't help but feel at this point the damage has been done.
Alright, it's alright. It's not like I walked.
I definitely at some point have walked under that, I'm almost sure.
I already graduated, so I'm all right.
Oh, you also are not supposed to walk on the seal over there.
Are you?
Yeah, there's a seal on the ground.
Is that a portal to another world? That's what I heard too.
Sweet.
There was a kid in there yesterday and he fell out the back and I never saw him again, so I don't know.
Never saw him again.
So from Asp, we walked west down that alleyway, which is right behind the library. We walked around the bell tower, and now we are in front of the library. There's a really kind of famous spot for taking pictures. A lot of people enjoy getting them here, and I can see why. The library has some beautiful reflective surfaces with the sun behind us and allowed for some beautifully lit pictures that I really enjoyed how they came out. Because the light was still covering a good chunk of the library, we decided to just do some close-up pictures in front of the door.
So gonna be back here for the
It's so cool back there.
Okay, we continued walking past the South Oval and got to, I think this is Dale Hall, just off of Lindsay Street. Really, our goal here is just to get good light and make some interesting pictures to give Abby some more options when it comes to her headshots. And there's some really cool different patterns and looks that you can get with the bricks being on both sides. So if we get her right next to it, you can see a cool kind of leading lines going towards her in the blurred out backgrounds. We can shoot her towards another wall with her moving a little bit further away where you get kind of a blurry background with it. We each have different lenses, so we are getting photos that look slightly different just based on the different lenses and cameras and angles that we're using. And really we're just trying to give her some options and spend some time in good light as we are waiting for the sun to go down so we can use a few other locations where it's not so bright, and we're about to move to those now. So we're now back on the South Oval. The reason for this is the light is cleared where it's no longer going to be spotty, where there's bright spots and dark spots, and this allows us to pick pictures of Abby that are more evenly exposed, and it gives a much prettier light when we do this. And we found a spot where there weren't a bunch of people in the background, so that really makes it look a lot better when you don't have a busy background with a bunch of people walking around.
Some of them laughing.
Thank you, Kaden.
It might be a better smile.
No, but the like genuine emotion, what we found is the best in pictures, because that comes through in a way that like forced smiles really don't either. So never be like trying not to smile. Like sometimes those are the best pictures, or the moments after the moments. Then, since we still had some good light and Abby had an outfit change, we had her change into her other outfit there in the pink, which came out with some really cool looking pictures too, and started to make our way over to Gaylord Hall so we can get some pictures in front of that as the sun is starting to go down. Okay, we are now arriving to Gaylord Hall. The idea was to come over here when it was dark enough to where we'd have even light across the front of the building. After we looked at it, we obviously still have light in the front of the building, and actually get Gaylord Hall in it, which is at the very top of the building, requires a pretty wide angle lens. So In order to do this, of course, this is the one day I didn't bring a super wide angle, so me and Abby worked together in order to try to frame her in such a way that I could get Gaylord Hall in the picture. The original picture, she, as you can probably tell here, she doesn't have a lot of light on her. On the top does, but we're able to move some stuff around and make the light work and get her, I think, some pretty good pictures at this location. All right, now we're actually going into Gaylord Hall. Abby is a student here and invited us in. The idea here is to use the beautiful natural light that is coming through the windows, but without getting overwhelmed by the light from the windows, if that makes sense. So if you stand directly in front of the windows facing the light, even though it's a beautiful light, it's a little bit too much light and it gets kind of overwhelming. But in a situation like this, Abby is leaning up against the wood here, so that's shielding her a little bit from the light. It's creating some nice depth where we're getting, you can see where she's standing, you can see everything behind her, so you can really get some dimensionality out of it. And there's still tons of light coming through this area, which allowed us to get some really pretty pictures of her without her being completely just overexposed by all the light coming into it. Windows are always great too for a nice little reflective shot, so we were able to get that as well. You can see it's a very pretty light coming in on her, and the reflection kind of makes for a cool look. Here we basically had to get her standing in front of the sun, and as you can see, it's almost still too much light. So that's what I mean in that light can be great, but too much of it can be a little bit overwhelming to your subject. In this spot, we were about to leave and realized you can get some really cool pictures on the landing here. So Abby sat on the stairs and we tried to line it up so that we could use the ambient light in here and the lines and all the backgrounds there just to make something pretty and give her a few more options when it came to pictures. We hadn't had a lot of sitting pictures with her yet, so this would give her some more options. It just, it never hurts to try, and not everything comes out perfect. Not everything's a 10 out of 10, but the more pictures that you take, the more things that you try, you'd be surprised sometimes what comes out great, and sometimes the stuff that you think is going to come out great doesn't come out very good at all. So you just take a lot of pictures and see what happens. And now that we're finally at sundown, we're able to go to the last location that we really wanted to go to today. All right, this is going to be our last location for the day. This is on the east side of the South Oval when you're walking north from Gaylord Hall back towards the library. It's on the right-hand side. There's a really cool archway here, as you can see, really creates these neat dimensions with the columns and the arc overhead. And the key to getting good pictures in this location is the time of day. So as you can see here, you're not going to see any light, any strong light whatsoever, and that's because this is just as the sun is setting. So that enables us to get Abby in basically perfect light where she's evenly exposed. She's got all the colors are the same around her. You kind of get that glowy, orange, end of day glow happening in the background. And on top of it, the light is actually behind us where we're shooting. So I don't know if it's always like this during the year, but because the light's in back of us, even though you can't really see it, it's still functioning in this beautiful way where it's reflecting off of all that concrete, and the concrete's a neutral color, and that allows her to be evenly lit in this way that's like, you can't do better even if you had professional lighting equipment. So it essentially gives us this perfect environment as long as there's enough light, and we haven't lost daylight yet, where we can get all these beautiful pictures with this great sundown glow happening in the background. And it was a great way to finish off the day. So we got some sitting, we got some standing, and just in general, some pictures that I thought came out amazing. So you can do all this just walking around within, I'm not sure how far it is, but quarter mile, maybe half mile. This is all basically just everything that's around the South Oval. So if you want to take pictures at OU, there's a lot of good places you can do it. Obviously, we would love to help you. You can book us straight through our website if you would like us to, take you out and do some pictures, whether it's something that's seniors, you just want to get some headshot pictures, you want to do some couple stuff. We've done 2 different couple sessions at OU, and both of them came out beautiful. It's just really a beautiful campus. There's nothing more you could ask for in terms of the beauty of it. And on the weekends, we've been pretty lucky that it doesn't get super busy and doesn't get overly full. So yeah, give us a shout if we can help in any way. We'd love to. If you get some great pictures of it out there yourself, feel free to share them with us. We'd love to see what you guys are doing out there, and we just thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning into the channel, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. So that's the video we have for you today. I hope that is helpful. This just kind of gives you an idea what it's like to work with us. This is an example of the OU campus, but if there are areas that you would like to work and you'd like to work with us to either have a scout a location or some other ideas that we have, we hope that you will reach out and we can talk together and figure out something that makes sense. We just love making people feel good. We love getting great pictures of people. We love finding good locations to take pictures, and we hope that we can partner with you in the future to do some amazing photos. So feel free to reach out to us. If you don't feel like doing all that, you can book directly through the calendar, and don't have to have a lot of fuss and back and forth. And we try to make it as easy as possible on people. But for people that want a more customized experience, you can work with us. Reach out and we'll work with you to create some amazing photographs at whatever location is feasible for both of us. So hope that was helpful. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much.